bit of chaga elixir here with boiling water. I already had my Bustelo a while ago. It's about 11:30-ish, and I've been catching up on work. I woke up really early this morning, and so I've just kind of been enjoying the quiet, and I don't really feel like going out and about. It's a nice day out though, so we'll see. My mom is occupied today, and so she will not be joining us, I think. I don't think she will. Maybe, but FYI, it's likely only going to be me today, so I hope that's okay. But yeah, what else can I update you guys on? Oh, I got a Ana Luisa order in the mail. This is the jewelry that I wear, and it's fantastic. They have a variety of like gold plated things, and they use, I guess, recycled gold, so that's cool. And I've always just really liked the designs of all of their jewelry. It's nice and minimal, small, delicate, and sort of sophisticated. But I'm really excited. They got new packaging, and it comes in this adorable little drawer pull box. So I'll show you guys what I got. Let me just get a sip here of chaga. Oh, so good. All right. Yeah, and they got these nice new snap pouches. That's wonderful. I like that because these are good for keeping jewelry from getting tarnished and whatnot. I've got my air conditioning on. Well, it comes on because it's not even hot out, actually. The weather has kind of been all over the place. It's actually sort of cold out, but my air conditioning doesn't know it, I guess. So it's cold in here, and I've got my Barefoot Dreams cardigan on over my tank top. But oh, how pretty. I ordered these earrings, and they are just some little gold hoops. I really like that. Here, I'll move you guys a little bit. They look good attached to me. Oh, how cute. They've kind of re-upped their little card. They changed the design a little bit. I like that. So I got those. And I also got a new necklace that will go with some of my other necklaces. This reminds me of a necklace my mom used to have, only more delicate. I like it because it's alternating the gold beads with the blue beads. Maybe I'll sport that today. And what a nice touch is this. The clasp has a little faux pearl. Isn't that sweet? I'm hypnotizing you. It's cool. There's a little box on my camera that's trying to focus on it, and so it's going back and forth in that, and that is entertaining. I like that. And then I also got, I thought this would be fun for kind of summertime because it's a little pop of color. It's a twist bracelet a wrap bracelet, and it has these, this little gold, it's gold, and then it has a kind of seafoam and darker green threading going through it. I like that. Yeah, I love all of the pieces that I get there. They don't tarnish or anything, and they stay looking really nice, and the designs are really, really good. Oh, and I got a little bracelet for my stacking. I have that initial bangle and the pineapple bangle. I thought this would be cute. Interspersed in there, it's just little circles. Ta-da! So pretty. So before I forget, This week I decided to try out one of the Farmhouse collection by Tuscany Candle. Did you guys know that they had this bougie subset collection of soy blend candles? And I sniffed all of them. They have a lot of nice scents. And I settled on Peach Cobbler. I thought it would be good for this time of year. And it is really nice. It smells like peaches, like fresh peach. And then it has a subtle kind of cookie undertone. This candle, in contrast to the typical Tuscany candles that I normally get, the large jar, this is a lot more of a subtle scent. I can smell it, however, sitting out where we were just talking in the living room, I can detect a whiff. It's not as strong as the other candles. And I don't know if it's because it is a smaller jar. I think that's more what it is rather than the fact that it is soy blend. Sometimes soy blends or soy candles can have a little bit more of a subtle scent. I don't know if it's because the soy masks some of the scent, binds up some of the odor molecules. But this is nice. I want to try some of the other ones. And I really like the pretty label. And I'm really keen on reusing the jars. And I've taken to it lately recycling them just because I don't have a lot of need for that many. But these different jars have a lot more crafting potential. Not only for just storing things in a jar, you could take the label off, but you could use the lids for craft projects. I can see these being really cute, like around Halloween for a little decor. You could make them into little bats or something. Fun idea. So yeah, this is a good one. They also have one that's like a beachy one, I think, and many other scents that I had a hard time picking just one. Well, hey guys, what's up? I decided to come over to the library. I haven't been to the library in a while, and I am looking for some books to read. A new book to read. I'm just applying some Vanity Cream SPF 30 water resistant. You know, this is a mineral only water resistant sunscreen for the lips. I think this is winning as far as some of the lip SPFs here in the States. I recently tried one though that I have back home by Sunsense. For those of you in the UK, that is amazing. But here in the States, I like this one, and then I also like Elta MD's UV lip balm. This is a combination sunscreen. I kind of like this one better, I have to tell you guys. I find it I like the tube better, if that makes sense. I just like the vehicle better. It feels better on the lips. It's more hydrating. It's more moisturizing. It leaves a little bit of a white cast, but it does something to the color of the lips. If you wear a lipstick, I think you actually might like this. It kind of gives like almost like a pinky glowiness. Probably not getting that right here and right now, but yeah. I really like this one. The cast that you see, it kind of fades down a little bit, but it does give like this almost glowy look to the skin. So. Hey guys, what's up? I'm over here in the sticks. Library, just chuckle at me if you're talking to my camera. They have 3 copies of A Little Life. This is my 2018 book of the year for me. Loved it. Also, last year read People in the Trees. Many of you read this after we chatted about it, and you said that you enjoyed it, but don't you agree? It really is painful. It's a painful read. This image here doesn't do it justice. Yeah, I mean, if you're ever feeling like a little sorry for yourself, that's one to help you change your perspective, to say the least. It's amazing the trauma people can go through in their lifetime. I consider myself incredibly lucky. So I came over to Subway. The pollen is really bad. Can you tell my eyes are like burning? but I got my usual veggie 6-inch. I just get spinach, bell pepper, tomato, black olives, green bell pepper, lettuce, black pepper, oregano, and vinegar. And I get it on 6-inch Italian's vegan. Well, hey guys, I am back. My goodness, the pollen is really high out there. My eyes are still burning. Let me just take a sip of my rose water here. My glitter Totoro. Anyways, I just got back and I'm actually going to get started on a batch of seitan. You guys know I'm not at all a fan of mock meats, like in restaurants or in the frozen section, because they have a lot of bizarre ingredients in them, a lot of like just added processed oils and stuff that I choose to avoid. But I don't have gluten sensitivity. I don't have, thank goodness, thank God, I don't have celiac disease or gluten sensitive enteropathy, dermatitis herpetiformis. So I don't have any issue with gluten otherwise. And so I gave seitan a try, making it once, and someone asked in my last recipe video if I've ever made it, so I've made it one time and it came out really good and I rather enjoyed it. So I'm gonna give it another stab here, and I'll just kind of show you guys some of it, not like the entire thing, because it does kind of have to set up for a while, but it's pretty easy. And my mom actually loaned me her KitchenAid mixer. The first time I did it, I didn't use the KitchenAid mixer, but it involves quite a bit of kneading, so it comes out, it's just easier if you let machinery, modern marvels do it for you. And I just fired up my peach cobbler. So this is the Vital Wheat gluten. I get it, it's from Bob. He's the master of all things gluten-free, actually, but this is the opposite of gluten-free. This is straight gluten. So I'm just gonna get a cup of that. Yeah, it comes together actually it takes a while to make, but it's very hands-off in a sense, at least the time I made it. I'm just gonna measure out a cup using my 1/3 measuring cup times 3. It doesn't have to really be exact, I don't think. And you can add all sorts of seasonings to it. You can also mix in like legumes or chickpea flour or quinoa. But I'm going to keep it really simple. So it's just a cup of gluten, Vital Wheat gluten. This is some cumin. I need to get some more. And then some smoked paprika. Love this stuff. Gives everything a nice smoky taste. And some garlic powder. And aside from the last step, by making it myself, I'm able to keep it pretty low in sodium. It is put into a salty broth to kind of boil down, but I don't add any salt to the actual thing, so it's not overkill. And then I'm gonna add a little fresh cracked black pepper. This was a great thing. You guys saw I got this in my grocery haul at Costco this week, this pepper grinder, and I've been using it non-stop since I got it, so it's funny, you never realize you need something until you acquire it, and then you're using it all the time, and you're like, how was I existing without that? And then I'm just going to give it, actually, just going to stir everything together here to get the seasonings mixed in with a fork. All right, and then I'm just gonna add a cup of water. Plug in the mixer. And let her go to town. So the key to making this not come out too rubbery is to knead it for a long time. So I'm grateful to have this little gadget to help me along with that. If you don't knead it sufficiently, then you get too many air bubbles and it comes out a little spongy, which is kind of cool. Anyways, while that goes, you want to let it go for about 12 minutes. I'm going to get to making my broth. After it's done kneading, then you shape it accordingly, and you put the little shapes, like balls or patties, into boiling water with seasonings. And I'm really gonna make it pretty low budget. I'm just gonna do like 2 cups of water and a squeege of Vegemite. My friends from Australia sent this to me, and I've really been enjoying it. I cannot consume it the way they do. I think they just spread it on toast. I know they just spread it on toast, but I use it in place of bouillon, or you could also, it also is a good substitute for miso. It tastes kind of malty, and in water it ends up giving a nice flavor to a broth, but it is very salty, so I don't use too much of it because I like to make sure I'm not overdoing it with salt. All right, yeah, I've got 3 cups of water there that I'm gonna bring to a boil, and I just add a little bit of that, like, I don't know, about that much. And when it comes to a boil, that kind of dissolves, and it just looks like beef broth, but it's vegan. It's kind of got a malty taste to it, so that'll come to a boil. Stop it for a second so you guys can see. It's a little, like, spongy. Yeah, it's spongy. So I definitely want to keep going. But it smells pretty good at this stage. Alright, the timer's gone off. And I'm just gonna give it a good pound. I'll show you what I got at the library. I got my 4 Siggy tote. Yeah, I haven't been to the library in a while, and I love that library over there. It's just fun to look at. So I got, first I got the collected stories of William Faulkner. I thought this would be good. I love Faulkner, and I thought it would be good to just have a story here and there to read. You know, sometimes before bed, it's nice to have something that you can read in full, and a short story is good for that purpose. So I thought this would be good to read. I know I'm going to enjoy this. I love everything Faulkner that I've ever read, and I'm sure I've read several of these and I'll enjoy rereading many of them. So I got that, and I also got, this looked good, the Historic Houston Streets, the stories behind the names. This is all the history behind all the different streets in Houston. And there's a lot of history in Texas, and there's a lot, obviously, then of history in Houston. So I thought that'd be fun. It breaks down every street and just gives you a little blurb about each one. So this looked really good and informative, and to help me learn more about the great city that I live in. I really love living here. Honestly, I can't see myself living anywhere else. I'm very grateful to the people of Houston for adopting me and my mom, because I'm not a native Houstonian, and people here welcome you with open arms. They're really very, very kind people. I've always been impressed by that. Okay, and then I have always had this fascination with Betty Crocker, and I still, even though I'm vegan, I still get, I subscribe to the Betty Crocker email news flyer, and I keep that coming to my inbox, because I get kind of inspired to veganize some of the recipes, because most of them are meat or dairy based. They do have quite a few now on the website that are vegan, but look what I found. Betty Goes Vegan. It is a 500 classic recipes for the modern family, all veganized. Tofurkey divan. I thought this looked really cool. 3-alarm vegan bacon cheeseburger. Penne with vodka sauce. Except it doesn't have, does it have photos? Oh, it does have photos. I didn't even see that. Oh, my mom would love these. Peanut butter eggs. They, of course, show all the photos of the desserts. Oh, look, speaking of Seitan coco van. I think that would be fun to make. Vegan chicken niçoise. Cool. Maybe I can make that with my vegan chicken that I'm making in there. Because this one calls for Gardein. Yeah, see, I don't really like Gardein. I've had Gardein before, and I don't care for it. Buffalo tofu steaks, avocado and tequila steakless tacos. That sounds like one that would go over well for like a party. But last but not least, I got, this has been on my list to read for a book to read for years, and I always forget about it, and they had like 10 copies in there. It is Dune. I've never read this before, and while I was in the library, I saw they had several copies, and I picked it up, and I read the first 2 pages, and it pulled me in. So I think this is going to be one that is really going to be good. I've heard so many good things about it, and I'm looking forward to diving into that. So I got some really good ones, and this vegan cookbook is a lot of fun to look. It's going to be a lot of fun to look through. So yeah, that's everything I got at the library. So yeah, it was a successful library outing today, and I got some good ones. Haven't been to the library it's been too long. I can spend hours and hours and hours in the library. So I kind of have to set a timer when I go in there of a limitation. There should be no limit to the library. But that was a successful trip. You know, sometimes you go there and you can't really find anything that you bond with or really sticks. But today's a good reading day. But anyways, guys, my seitan is going to simmer there on the stove it's got about, I don't know, 45 more minutes. And then I will take it out, drain the broth, and let it come to room temperature, and then store it in the fridge, and slice it up and put it in my crock pot throughout the week for meals. So that seems to be working well. I would not call this the recipe. I'm still tweaking it and working on it, but that's kind of how it has come how it is coming along. But I think I'm going to conclude the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog today. Thank you guys for coming along with me and checking in. I hope you had a good day, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.